Howdy. Welcome to another live stream on TeleDynes YouTube channel. So, finally got that video out. Good rockin' tonight. So, hope for those of you who've seen it, found it informative and enjoyed the video. They're always fun to make. So just going to do a little short stream. I always want to make sure that I do this every week, but today got a lot of other things going on, so I just want to say hey and give a shout out to everybody that's subscribed to the channel, and thank you guys for watching the video, liking the videos, sharing them around, all of that stuff. It really helps the channel. Commenting, of course, that helps pushes it in the algorithm as well. And to give a couple of quick channel updates. And if I can think about something to talk about on the guitar, I will. Or if anybody joins in and has a question, I'm more than happy to chat for a little bit. So, yeah, right now with the hectic schedule, live shows and everything else and regular life in general, it's hard to keep these live streams consistent, but the latest thing is that now that the channel is essentially really up and running now, I'm going to start switching gears just a little bit and create some different content, more along the lines of the previous video, like the Rockabilly riffs video. So more of just not individual songs, but just guitar lessons overall in general. And I'm recording the beginner guitar lesson series from the beginning, take it from the very, very beginning all the way till as far as I can take it. But I'm recording a whole bunch of them. That way I can consistently release them each week. And I'll still be doing some individual song lessons right now, but for now I'm going to kind of back off of that because you always run the risk of some of these videos getting demonetized. You put a whole bunch of work into it and then boom, it's just nothing. You get nothing out of it. But of course you always get something out of it because anybody that watches the video subscribes to it. It definitely helps. So it's not that big of a deal, but it's a little like the last one. That's what happened to the last Good Rockin' Tonight, which I was surprised because usually demonetization would happen, or not demonetization, because it just wasn't able to get monetized, and that was because it recognized the song Good Rockin' Tonight. And I'm under the impression that you can record covers as long as you're not doing the lyrics, the melody, or whatever. But I guess some of that stuff, the little riffs and things, are copywritten to a certain degree. It's either that or the computer or whatever automatically detects it thought that it was the original song being played, which that's kind of a testament to how close I got the original the video to sound like the original recording. I don't know if that's the case. They don't tell you exactly why or how that stuff happened, but either way, because of that, I think it does tend to, all the work that goes into it, even if I cut out all the little history stuff in the very beginning and I just do the lesson for the video, writing the tablature for that is a lot different than writing something that you're just making up on your own, like the Rockabilly riffs. I'm making that up, so I'm writing my own little lead lines where when you write a tablature for a song, you have to follow the original, and you have to I try to be as accurate as I possibly can, and that takes extra time and back and forth explaining, how to play it and breaking it down and all that stuff. So I want to be able to get more content out there, but it's also valuable. So going to take a little bit of a break from individual song videos for a little while. Plus, looking at the statistics on the channel, uh, the honestly, the videos of individual songs, they're not that's not really what's getting the views. It's the individual, it's just the separate lessons, rockabilly riffs, rockabilly finger picking, rhythm, the mystery train riff and stuff like that. It's not, I mean, that's based on a song, but it's just based on that mystery train riff, and where the other ones are full complete songs. So the next video I've got planned is kind of 5 little tips for guitar players. Like if you're just starting out playing the guitar, stuff that I wish I knew when I started. And some of it's might seem like common sense, but it certainly wasn't to me. And then I realized sometimes it was just learning it from people telling me, and other times I found out the hard way. Um, so otherwise, I've had a couple of good gigs this week. We played Friday down in Narragansett, at a place called Narragansett Cafe down in Jamestown, Rhode Island, and then I played a duo gig in Newport yesterday, and today just kind of doing this for just a little bit, and gonna start getting to work on the next videos this week. Again, I appreciate everybody and all the comments and the kind words that that everyone said. Really appreciate that. Um, and of course, to anybody that's signed up for the Patreon, um, very appreciated. Thank you guys a lot for that. So let's see, what do I got for you today? Any guitar stuff? I am going to do another video too on somebody's been wanting um, finger picking. We did one on the rockabilly finger picking, so that's more of just the swing, the shuffle kind of thing. But there's also similar, but the other side of rockabilly, at least the way that I think of it, is the 2-beat stuff. So kind of like a mystery train beat kind of thing, you know, right? Of course, you can play individual notes like that. And so the finger picking is similar, but it's a little closer to Travis style finger picking. Do something like that. It's essentially the same, it's just faster, but there's a little bit of a different technique to it. So I want to do a video for that as well as another rockabilly riffs video, but instead of this, again, the shuffle stuff, the swing riffs and things that I threw in there, throw in the 2-beat type of riffs, which are closer to country and pedal steel riffs than just individual lines. So a lot of finger picking stuff like, which I've played that riff several times on the stream. Other little things like running a scale like this, which is just the bebop scale, but if you play it fast, it works well in a country type thing. Other little bends. Do something like that. So that's going to be the next couple of videos. What else have I got planned? I wrote a whole bunch of stuff out here for the YouTube schedule for the upcoming thing. And like I said in the video, I got a bunch of that content planned, plus the history of series, which is still in progress. Again, I'm trying to record a bunch of this stuff so I can consistently treating it more or less like like you would record a season of stuff, and then I can consistently release everything as opposed to having such a long gap in between videos, especially in the summertime when I get super busy with gigs and everything. So, um, yeah, that's something else you can do with country. Everybody knows those words. Do something like that. Play those kinds of. What? Heard noise outside. And you can throw something like that in, whether it's 2-beat or whether it's a swing or slow. Right? So rockabilly's a jumble of a bunch of different styles, which is why I like it, because you can play. I don't just play rockabilly, but I play a little bit of jazz, a little bit of surf, a little bit of swing, bebop, um, rock and roll, um, and kind of mix and match all the styles together. And that's what makes this music so entertaining, especially to play live. And it works really well in a 3-piece format. You don't have to have a massive band to be able to play a full night of music. And people like it. They dance to it. They respond well to it. Um, yeah, it's great. It is a little bit on the side of I would say maybe a little difficult if you're trying to form a rockabilly band. It's always there are ups and downs to it. Trying to find somebody that depending on what position you're in, what instrument you're playing, assuming you're playing guitar, it's hard to find a good upright slap player, right? That's one of the hardest things to try to find. It's easy to find electric players, somebody that plays upright slap or wants to take the time. It's not, you know, if you play bass already, that's the hardest thing, really understanding how the bass works. Learning the technique of slapping the upright isn't as much of a hurdle as you might think. But again, trying to find somebody who's either can do it or is into it or willing to learn can be a little bit tricky. And it takes time, but don't give up if you're trying to. And of course, finding a good drummer that can play train beats, can play shuffles, can swing, and also play good straight eights and play the twist surf beats and stuff like that. Um, a lot of people struggle with that swing, and either that they'll just play quarter notes instead of playing the eighth notes like I've even seen guitar players where they kind of have a tough time playing the swing, which I'm going to do a video on that as well, just explaining the swing and how to really play it on the guitar, because a lot of the times you'll end up with people doing just playing quarter notes and letting the delay kind of do the work for them, which isn't not really the sound. Should be down, up, down, up, down, up. Even when you're playing a rhythm, as opposed to, which is its own sound, right? But it's not really if you're really swinging, you want to make sure you're playing the full, all the eighth notes and stuff like that. Or if you're playing straight, it's always a good idea to pick if you do all downstrokes for the straight rock. Although you can go back and forth. Kind of a slightly different feel, a little more relaxed, I think. It's not as rigid. But little things you just play around with as you play live, and if you are forming a band or you do have one, play as much as you can um, to get used to each other, as well as trying out different things. And that's what's going to make the band super tight, which is, to me, the most important thing. Tempo and being tight as a group, as opposed to playing a bunch of fancy things or playing a bunch of crazy riffs or licks or being 100% note for note accurate and all of that, all of those things. That's great, but what really matters is being tight and in the pocket, and that creates a sense of power to me anyway. So since I said I was going to keep it short, this one's going to be real short. I'm going to cut it off right here. And thank you guys again for liking and subscribing. Continue to grow the channel. Share the video around. Leave a comment in the comment section. All of those little things help the channel more than anything. So hope everybody has a good Sunday. And I will see everybody next week. Next week is actually, I'm going to change the time if you happen to see this. And I've noticed the view counts for the live stream have gone up every week, which is good. That's great. So the more people that can catch it, I know it's all over the place, and I posted this at the last minute. But next week I'm going to probably end up doing this on a Friday because I've looked at my schedule and realized, oops, I'm completely busy all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So I'm not even going to be home. So I won't be able to get in front of the camera. But Friday, I don't actually have a gig, which is unusual. But yeah, like I said, this is the time of year where things are just starting to slow down a little bit. So Friday looks pretty open. So I think I'll be doing the live stream on Friday a little bit earlier, probably around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'll change that on the YouTube schedule and try to I'll post for that a little earlier. And hard at work on the next videos. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Keep rocking.